Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 8 de Chicken Police. Após escapar da armadilha no barco em chamas, Sonny e Marty apuraram que Ibn Wessler é que está por trás de tudo, inclusive tentando eliminá-los. Aliás, voltou a agir assim, mandando capangas metralharem o carro dos policiais. Por chantagem, no passado o Zip se desfez de um corpo a mando de Ibn. Como resolveu ficar com uma pulseira numerada do cadáver, resta pesquisar agora de quem seria e que relação tudo isso poderia ter com Natasha e com os nossos heróis. Para começar a pesquisa sobre a pulseira, a gente voltou no consultório, casa, apartamento, oficina, necrotério, museu do Dr. Bubble e temos uma nova informação sobre ele, provavelmente dada pela Úrsula, sua ursa assistente. Úrsula se enfadou de verdade com a velha coruja, mas não parece que isso moleste demasiado a Bubble. É como se estivesse morto por dentro.
Do you think he's broken up about it?
Bubo? You mean because of Ursula? I don't think so. He's too proud ever to admit he was wrong, or say he's sorry.
Okay, but deep down inside.
Oh, I don't want to know what's deep down inside of Bubo, Marty. Hey, what's up, Doc? Somehow we guessed we'd find you still awake.
Stop playing innocent. I've heard that little intermezzo. I have the ears of an owl, you know.
We're very sorry, Bubo. I'm sure she'll come back.
Of course she'll come back. She loves me. I don't know why. And she's afraid that I'll drink myself to death once she's gone for good.
She's not wrong about that.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
We're here for some information. Then we'll be out of your hair. I mean, feathers.
Who cares? So what do you want? And be quick about it.
Vamos às perguntas, então. Úrsula Fragaria.
Say, Bubo, about Ursula.
What about her?
Well, that's just it. What if she's not coming back? I'm a little worried about you, Doc. And you know that's not my style.
Well, don't worry, boys. The wind's blowing, the sun's shining.
And Ursula always comes back.
Exactly. There are things in the universe that are unchangeable.
Certas coisas não mudarão jamais, como diria Tigu.
Touching, but you should be prepared for the worst. I thought Molly was coming back too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I trust Ursula, Sonny.
Well, to be honest, that's all you can do.
Pulseira misteriosa.
What do you know about this wristband, Bubo?
Zip said they gave these to patients in hospitals. That's why we came back to you.
Something similar, yes, but not exactly the same. It's different.
And?
And what?
Well, what do you think? Where's this from?
How the hoot would I know, Sonny? What am I, some kind of psychic? That I put my hands on it and tell you?
Okay, let's try another approach.
Cadáver com uma pulseira.
Do you have any idea why Wessler's men were looking for Zip so hard?
I don't. How should I know? Why should I care?
He had to hide a body. The body of someone Wessler killed. The wristband is from the corpse.
Really?
That rang a bell, old owl.
Well, boys, if I'm right, you're in deep shit.
That's more like it.
Tell us, Bubo.
So, Wessler, the wristband, and a corpse, huh? It looks very much like I know the connection. Or at least I have a hunch.
Out with it, Owlface.
Okay, don't peck me, chickens. Hobart Ibn Wessler has a relative who happens to be a resident at an insane asylum. The band is very likely from there.
Wait, a relative? What kind of relative?
Yeah. You don't know? I thought you were the detectives. Anyway, Ibn Wessler has a twin brother, Albert.
Ih, será que é o irmão gêmeo que está no lugar do Ibn? E o Ibn foi eliminado? Ou qualquer outra coisa?
Albert Wessler.
You put it together very skillfully, Marty. Yes, Albert Wessler. He's a madman kept in solitary confinement.
Do you think he's the corpse? But why?
How the hell should I know that?
Thanks, Bubo. If what you told us is true, then this time we'll owe you one.
Will wonders never cease?
Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
So, Albert Wessler. Which asylum do you mean, Bubo?
It's got some fancy long name. I don't remember, but I have a brochure. Let me find it for you.
É, a Bá concorda comigo. Todos falaram que ele mudou muito nos últimos tempos. O Ibn Wessler. Talvez não seja ele. Seja o Albert. Plot twist carpado.
Thanks, Bubo.
Here it is. Let there be peace forever. Mental institution for ill and damaged minds. Quite a beakful.
Where can we find it? I've never heard of it.
It's a good 6-hour drive from Clawville. Maybe more. But you'll find everything in the brochure.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Whew. Finally? Now get your chicken scratchers out of here while I'm asking nicely. Just one more thing.
What's that, Bubo?
If that someone was really Albert Wessler, the trouble's bigger than you think.
It's always bigger than we think, Bubo. We're used to it.
You don't understand. Ibn Wessler never loved and respected anyone in his life like he did his brother Albert.
So what?
Then the problem's bigger than we thought. A cornered rat bites.
Well, thanks for worrying about us, Doc. But there's no way back from here. Too far, too late.
We're like hounds, old man. Once we've caught someone's leg, we never let it go.
Who? Not while you're alive, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, goodbye then, fellas. And I wouldn't mind if you never visited me again.
The pleasure was all ours, Doc.
Ficou uma pergunta sem fazer, né? Zip é um rato. Sabe das ameaças ao Zip? Alguma coisa?
That rat you mentioned was Zip.
Should I be surprised or what? I knew it was him.
Eu já sabia.
Yeah, we knew you knew.
What did that old raccoon do this time?
Ibn was blackmailing him with something. That's what we wanted to ask you. Do you know anything about it?
I don't care about Wessler's dealings, Sonny. I patch up whoever winds up here, and I don't care if they're cops or gangsters.
Or gangster cops.
It's the same thing.
Tudo a mesma coisa.
Oh, brother.
Agora, então, novas informações. Pistas. É muito provável que a pulseira seja de um manicômio de onde tratavam o irmão gêmeo secreto de Ibn Wessler. Sujeitos. Albert. Nome Albert Thaddeus Wessler. Espécie rato, ratos. Gênero masculino. Traços distintivos, é um lunático perigoso. Informação pessoal: Albert Wessler é irmão gêmeo de Robert Ibn Wessler e está internado no manicômio longe da cidade. Afastado da cidade. Para onde partimos? Ah, tem um objeto novo na mala, vamos ver. O folheto do manicômio.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
É pra gente ligar pro manicômio ou é pra ir pra lá? Vamos ver no mapa. Não, ele manda a gente ir pro hotel.
We had to gather ourselves, take a deep breath, and think over what we knew so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into? This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me. Too many pieces had been plucked off this old rooster. But Marty's different. He's too good of a bird and too good of a cop to end up like me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel. A cheap one.
Yeah, but, listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
Well, I certainly hope you are.
Whatever comes next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Gosh damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand, and go home. Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No, why?
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the Chicken Police, Sonny. And we always will be.
I'm sorry. You're right.
We're gonna go to that insane asylum and wrap this shit up fast and clean. Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you, I'd most likely already be sleeping the big sleep.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Cluck off, Marty.
That's the spirit, the Sonny I know and hate.
Thanks for everything, pal. Truly.
Don't mention it, Sonny. If it weren't for you, nobody would have tried to kill me with a Tommy gun or set fire to a ship with me in it.
How lucky you are, huh?
Damn right.
What do you think, Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Stop fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. So what do you think? About everything?
Well, I think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother? But why? And what does it have to do with Natasha and the threats?
Doesn't add up yet. Something's missing. Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert Wessler fella.
Exactly. If he's the dead body, we've got to know what the motive was. If we can't, and if he's still alive, we gotta ask him directly.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a courtesan?
Yeah, that too.
Listen, Sonny, about Molly.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it. Let's concentrate on the case, and on making it out alive, and helping Natasha, too.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
I'm not sure what I believe, Marty. Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel.
Investigar. Vejamos, a coisa se enrolou pouco no bordel. O segredo da Natasha. Sim, tem que ser isso. O segredo da Natasha ligado a... Sim, é isso. Natasha, o segredo de Natasha com o Ibn. Ibn descobriu que Natasha foi uma espiã secreta de Zaivas todo o tempo. Natasha trabalhou no bordel e Zaivas quis manter em segredo porque está com Ibn. Natasha trabalhava como cortesã. Ibn tentou manter isso em segredo. Natasha era amante secreta de Zip e Ibn sabe disso? Eu acho que essa não, né? Com certeza Natasha trabalhava como cortesã. Ibn tentou manter isso em segredo? É bem provável.
Natasha used to work there, that's obvious. And Ibn wanted to keep that a secret.
E agora, objeto? Mas a pulseira é do cadáver, o que isso tem a ver com o segredo da Natasha? A Natasha matou alguém e o Ibn foi esconder? Sim, é isso.
A secret, it seems, somebody else had to pay for.
Um segredo pelo qual alguém pagou muito caro. Zip se encarregou do corpo e ficou com a pulseira, verdade. Zip matou alguém para manter o segredo por ordem de Ibn Wesley. Acho que não, a não ser que o Zip tenha mentido pra gente. A pulseira é a chave e a prova de que Zip matou alguém por causa do segredo de Natasha. Não. Zip roubou a pulseira de Ibn Wesley. Não se sabe se o morto era o Ibn. Zip se encarregou de ocultar o corpo, se livrar do corpo, e ficou com a pulseira.
Somebody died for that secret. Zip hid the body, but he kept the wristband.
Agora uma pista. O irmão gêmeo de Wesley. Sim, tem que ser isso.
Who could it belong to?
Mas quem poderá ser? Albert Wesley, o internado no manicômio. Quem foi que morreu? Alguém da família real. Ibn Wesley foi mera marionete de Zaivas todo esse tempo. O cadáver era de Ibn Wesley. Mas então, quem é o assassino? Não há nenhum cadáver, tudo é uma montagem e Zip está por trás da artimanha. Segundo a minha tese, que a Barra achou bem provável, já que tudo no mundo tem uma ligação, é que o cadáver era de Ibn Wesley e que foi assassinado pela Natasha ou pelo irmão gêmeo. Vamos ver se é isso. Não. Nossa tese fracassou. Pela primeira vez na face da Terra, a Bá estava errada numa teoria. Alguém da família real? Não. Cadáver de Ibn Wesley? Não. Não há nenhum cadáver. Albert Wesley, o internado no manicômio.
It The dead body was almost certainly Albert Wessler, a resident of an insane asylum. But why did he have to die?
Caso encerrado. Às vezes a coisa mais óbvia é a coisa correta. Os filmes de investigação já nos ensinaram isso várias vezes. Fazem sempre a gente pensar nas saídas mais estranhas e mais criativas, mas o que aconteceu foi o que era mais óbvio. E agora eu tenho uma nova informação aqui. Ah, mais um lugar para ir. O Asilo Insano, uma instituição de saúde mental com um nome e história absurdamente grandes. Pelas fotos, parece o típico castelo cheio de morcegos das películas de terror.
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned Natasha worked in a brothel.
Well, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talked to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that?
Perdeu toda a graça pra nós. Se a gente vai fazer o óbvio, ficou muito ruim esse jogo. A Bá, tanto quanto eu, gostamos de fazer o mais criativo. E tanto quanto o Marty também.
I got a feeling tomorrow's gonna be another tough day. You could use a good night's sleep.
You're telling me. Please say the floor inside is covered with conspiracy theory papers and notes written with your own blood.
More like dirty clothes and empty bottles, Marty. Sorry.
You're no fun, Sonny.
Well, you'll get old eventually, too.
Never.
Perguntas para o Marty? Fazer um questionário para ele? Tem. Vou perguntar para ele sobre manicômio.
So where exactly is this place?
A few hours' drive from here, in the middle of nowhere. It's a creepy old mansion, of course.
Ah, e essas perguntas não são para o Marty, são perguntas do Marty para o Sony.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you, you can still go back.
Wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum, that's gonna be on you.
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
Natasha Katzenko.
You still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Ah, don't be stupid, Monty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss.
Eu só fiquei bobo, não fiquei apaixonado. Cadáver com uma pulseira.
So what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of what they say about the hive is true, starvation, riots, arson, predation.
You're telling me. Makes my feathers stand on end when I think about what goes on in there. And we pretend we don't know about it. As if Roachtown isn't even part of Clawville.
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again. And because of its own foolishness.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first. 'Cause then, the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospects, eh?
Either way, it was a damn clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right.
H. Murphy.
Who'd have thought? I believed that little rat. I thought he'd changed. Idiot.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down, even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell, and have another drink.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
Do mesmo jeito. A Guerra da Carne. A Grande Guerra da Carne foi o maior e mais encarniçado conflito da história conhecida de Natura, que durou desde 822 até 849. No princípio, só se viu afetada a Terra, o continente de duas cabeças, mas em seus últimos anos se expandiu a 12 províncias coloniais, incluídas as 4 de Clawville. A Guerra da Carne lhe custou a vida entre 80 e 90 milhões de animais, e depois da guerra, 27 espécies foram declaradas extintas. Ir pro quarto dormir, eu já tentei ir pro quarto, mas eles só fazem comentário.
I'd still like to take a peek inside.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Marty. I wouldn't do it if I were me, either.
Ooh, it gets more and more enticing.
I still have nightmares about the Great Fire.
Really? Were you alive then? How old are you exactly?
I was 3. And maybe it's not even a true memory, just the collective memory of the city.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you weren't born in Clawville. Aren't you from Averia?
Exactly, Marty. We were just visiting Clawville when the fire broke out.
I'm surprised you ever returned.
Well, maybe that's the reason I did return, Marty. It's like when someone falls in love with their captor, you know? Somehow I feel like this is my place. No matter how much suffering it brings, Clawville's fate is intertwined with mine.
Heavy stuff.
A stack of papers. Just looking at them makes me think of Monica.
You know, I thought about it multiple times that you might be Meredith H. Marble.
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty. Remember? Her real name is Susie.
Maybe Susie's just an actress you hired.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty. There's no conspiracy theory. Susie's just a money-hungry little dame who made a fortune off of us. That's all.
You're disappointing.
I know. You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Bubo, você é o maior.
Hello. You've called the Let There Be Peace Forever mental institution for ill and damaged minds. What can I do for you, sir? Or madam?
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being treated at your institution. His name is Albert Wessler.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the password given to relatives. Do you have one?
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling from the Clawville Police Department.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institution personally. Our director and I would be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir. Have yourself a beautiful starlit night.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
See you soon.
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha. So, I get the couch?
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
Então a tese da Bai estava certa, só que a gente faz as coisas não na ordem que eles querem. A gente é mais esperto do que os desenvolvedores do jogo. A gente já sabia o que tinha que fazer, mas eles demoram e querem que a gente demore também.
Whew, great idea.
Nove, três, dois.
Hey, Lewis, it's me again.
Oh, hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your service.
Would you open up a room for Marty?
Naturally, Sonny.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one. Again.
Yeah. Tonight you tried to kill me again, old friend.
Are you talking to the city?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm just going nuts.
You and me both, Boss Bird.
Sorry for the mess, Marty. I rarely have visitors.
Don't worry about it, Sonny. I didn't expect anything else.
Thanks.
Manicômio. E é o único destino possível. Capítulo 4. Farewell, my love.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa. My darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out.
Mural estranho.
This picture...
It's very...
special?
Enfermeira na recepção.
We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
Interno.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Ele parece o dono do quiosque,
Well?
o velho Mullen.
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no, no, no. The poor devil. We should check in first.
Tá, nem pelo corredor, nem pelas escadas. Passar primeiro na recepção.
Ah, like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Of all the great wild ones,
Greetings, miss.
is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you, the chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumey, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
Police Squad, troféu conquistado. Sujeitos. Enfermeira. Nome Miranda, a enfermeira. Espécie girafa, girafa. Gênero feminino. Traços distintivos. Cheia de vida, de esperança e de quase tudo. Ademais, é grande admiradora nossa, por desgraça. Informações pessoais. Uma enfermeira extremamente amável que conhecemos na recepção do manicômio. Se chama Miranda e é uma seguidora dos Chicken Police, de uma maneira um tanto vergonhosa. Vamos perguntar então sobre o manicômio.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we are relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
Perguntar sobre o Dr. Cícero Quetzalcoatl.
Say, miss, what can you tell us?
Ah, não, isso já foi. Perguntar do Dr. Cessuos Quetzalcoatl.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
What?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet, other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like, Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so.
Pulseira misteriosa.
What can you say about this, miss? Have you, seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the Chicken Police.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
We need to let them know we're here first.
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very, poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Exactly. Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Novas informações. Dr. Quetzal. Nome: Dr. Celsus Quetzalcoatl. Espécie: Víbora arborícola verde, Morelia viridis, gênero masculino, traços distintivos, frio, distante e profissional. Me põe as plumas arrepiadas. Informação pessoal: o professor é todo um polímata, cientista, escritor, filósofo e não sei quantas coisas mais. Albert. Nova informação. Pode ser que tenhamos dado com o prêmio maior. Albert Wessler desapareceu do manicômio.
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see. That makes sense. An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, clock up.
Janela.
Why do you have bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I right?
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
A snake. I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, Detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler. Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service, but you must understand I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Função perguntar disponível. Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.